Night's sleep could affect more than just how alert or how tired you are during the day. Local 10 medical specialist Christy Kruger gets to the heart of the matter in today's HealthCast.
Well, that is exactly the focus of a brand new study that looks at whether people who suffer from sleep apnea are more prone to develop heart problems down the line. Researchers looked at two different types of sleep apnea. One is called obstructive and the other is known as central.
Interestingly found that not so much obstructive sleep apnea, but rather a different kind of sleep apnea called central sleep apnea was associated with development of de novo atrial fibrillation.
So here's the deal. The study followed a group of elderly men for a period of 6.5 years and found that most of the men who had central sleep apnea later did develop heart arrhythmia or atrial fibrillation. Central sleep apnea is caused when the brain fails to signal the muscles to breathe. It is, of course, a little less common than obstructive sleep apnea, which is caused by a physical obstruction in the airway. And now, with tonight's record-setting Powerball drawing just hours away, many of us have lottery fever. And yep, there really is such a thing. Well, your chances of winning may be pretty slim. Experts say your brain has an interesting way of looking at things. And here's how that works. Mental health experts say that everyone dreams of bringing home the big prize. And there's actually a part of our brains where fantasy is almost as good as reality. Now, that wishful thinking can release hormones that make us feel better. But be careful, don't go too far. Dr. Rock believes most people can keep their lottery expectations pretty realistic. But for folks struggling with gambling issues, he does suggest avoiding the temptation to buy those tickets by keeping your cash out of sight. And by the way, you don't really have to rush out there and get your ticket, guys. I have the winning numbers. They're at home. And that's today's HealthCast.